from the beginning, I already knew what it was with Pascal and Shella in Love is Blind Germany. And I feel like the overall consensus was that Pascal was not into Shella and that she should have either picked Fabio or left single. But I did have a fair amount of people actually come to me and say Pascal is the best option. Pascal is a good guy. He's just reserved. He's just German. Blah, 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 blah. I always try and warn and reason with the Delulu girls because I always get them on my videos, in my comment sections, every season of Love is Blind. And you know, people say, I hate to say I told you so. No, I love it because I told you so. It was very obvious from the pods that Pascal was not that interested in Shella. He said that he was worried that they wouldn't fit together. He said he was worried that there wouldn't be any sexual attraction with each other, even before he saw her. The boys in the pods had to bully him into writing her a love letter, which is the letter that convinced her to picking him in the first place and basically putting all of her eggs in his basket. And this fake ass letter even encouraged poor Shella to think, let me take a chance on this man. Even though picking him, but I will say picking him in the first place was poor judgment. But, you know, the letter pretty much fooled her into thinking, you know, maybe this could work. Now, in my last video, I said that I suspected Pascal's reservation was because Shella is black and he usually dates white women. And I got a lot of pushback from that comment. But I said what I said. I still stand by that. Like, I feel like he usually dates white women. That's his preference. And that's why he was a bit nervous about this whole attraction and about her not fitting. And by the end of the latest batch of episodes, I just feel like that's just confirmed even more for me. In the latest batch of episode, we did see him say like, oh, he's attracted to her. He thinks that she's beautiful. And he's dated people who look like her in the past. But the key word is dated. Because there are men that will date outside of their race, but will they marry outside of their race? Because you can find somebody conventionally attractive, but not find them like physically or sexually attractive. And I think that's the case here. Poor Shayla's talking about how, you know, she's trying to be physically affectionate with Pascal and he's giving her nothing. We're seeing them in the car together. She's trying to touch his knee and he's just looking at her hand like, what's that? And then he starts talking about, yes, I just need, you know, time to open up, and basically saying how like he is nervous to be physical with her because he finds her so attractive. Just a load of shit. And it's definitely a stalling tactic. Like I said before, people were making excuses saying, oh, this is just a German thing. He's just reserved. But you can be reserved and still show interest and still show attraction. In my opinion, a man that doesn't want to be physically attracted to you does not find you attractive. Unless you yourself have set in physical boundaries, a man that does not want to be physically affectionate with you does not like you, especially your own fiance. I do not believe it. I do not believe one bit that Pascal was so nervous to be physically affectionate with Shella. He just didn't want to be physically affectionate with her, period. And of course, he's on a TV show. He knows what it's going to look like if he outright says that he's not physically attracted to Shella. He's not trying to be cancelled out here. So he's trying to navigate this as best as he can, and he's doing that by lying. So before them in the show, we see Tolga and Sheila break up. And he basically takes that as inspiration to break up with Shella and basically tell everybody that there's no spark between them and he can't fake it anymore. And then he tells Shella and they break up on their engagement moon. I feel like Shella saw it coming, unfortunately. She did feel it coming. I feel like she wasn't really that shocked. I feel like if anything, she probably just felt embarrassment because damn, like she gave this guy a chance knowing basically like he wasn't that invested in her, hoping that it would work and it just didn't. This is how I foresaw it going, to be honest. And I think it's for the best just not to waste time. And my girl Shella, please no more of this. No more of this. Because you're too gorgeous, girl, to be dealing with a man. He's not even attracted to you. So I'm wishing my girl Shella the best Don't let me catch you doing this again, girl. But I'm going to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on the whole situation?